Welcome to another Level 3 tutorial. Today we're talking about refining strategies. This is the simplest of all refining strategies. We have a chest of stock, we have one refiner, and we keep recirculating the refined stock through the chest until we get the shopper value that we want. It's not the best way of doing refining because you never know whether one fibre goes through 10 times and other fibres never go through at all, or whether they all go through the same number of times. The reason why people use this is usually just to save on capital investment. You only need one refiner rather than ideally having 3 refiners, which you'll see on the next slide. Continuous refining is the best way of doing it. Typically, we have a chest full of stock there, we have the dump chest, and we normally have 3 refiners in line. 2 we use, 1 we keep as a spare. If something goes wrong with one or when it's coming up for maintenance, we swap to the unused one, take that one out and replace it as and when necessary. So you go through the first refiner and do some work, you go through the second refiner and do some more work. You don't want to do it all on one refiner, it's too harsh, and then store the stock. So continuous refining is much better than batch refining. If you're dealing with more than one fibre, then what we need is 2 systems. One system example here, say you've got some hardwood pulp and some softwood pulp. The ideal way is to put the hardwood pulp through a series of refiners, put the softwood pulp through a series of refiners, store the refined fibre in dump chests, and then mix them as you need them. This gives optimum refining and it allows you to get optimum refining. You can refine the hardwood fibre to its optimum value, you can refine the softwood fibre to its optimum value, and then you've got an optimum furnish. Again, what people do to save money, to reduce the number of chests and to reduce the number of pumps, is to do mixed refining. So here, they put hardwood and softwood together in one chest. They might put it, if you're lucky, they might put it through a series of refiners, so for continuous refining, and there we've got the product. The problem with this is if you've got some fairly soft fibres, then the refiners will act on the soft fibres rather than act on the hard fibres. Therefore, the softer fibres will be over-refined and the hardwood fibres will be under-refined to get the sort of shopper regler value or Canadian freeness value that you want. So the furnish that you get by doing it this method is entirely different from the furnish you get by doing it by this method. And you do not optimise the properties. In fact, it's exactly the opposite. But some people do it to save capital expenditure. Another way of doing it is sequential refining. So softwood fibres, do some refining on that first of all, put it in a storage chest or a dump chest, add some hardwood fibre, and then do the second set of refining. Not as good, but better than the combined refining. So a summary of what we've talked about in this session. Continuous refining is better than batch refining. Separate refining is better than mixed refining. Mixed refining over-refines one fibre and under-refines the other fibre. Okay, thank you for listening to this session, and if you need to contact us, then we are available through any of these social media. Thank you for your attention.